Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're looking for trading capital, you've probably come across two very different options, FTMO and Axi Select. On the surface, both promise access to larger amounts of capital and a path toward becoming a funded trader, but once you dig deeper, you'll realize they operate in completely different ways. One is built around passing a challenge. The other is built around proving consistency over time. So the big question is, which funding program is actually better? In this video, we're going to compare Axi Select and FTMO across four key categories: challenge fees, drawdown rules, profit sharing, and long-term scalability. By the end of this video, you'll have a much clearer idea of which model fits your trading style. Let's get started. First, let's talk about challenge fees. This is probably the biggest difference between the two programs. With FTMO, before you can access a funded account, you must purchase a challenge. Depending on the account size, that fee can range from hundreds of dollars to well over $1,000. You then need to pass a series of objectives, including profit targets, drawdown limits, and minimum trading days. If you pass, you get funded. If you fail, you either stop there or pay for another challenge and try again. For some traders, that's not a problem, but for others, repeatedly, paying challenge fees can become expensive. Axi Select takes a completely different approach. There is no challenge fee. There is no evaluation purchase. There is no requirement to buy another attempt after a failure. Instead, traders start by trading their own live account. As long as they meet the requirements and build a strong edge score, they can gradually unlock additional capital. So in terms of upfront cost, Axi Select clearly has the advantage. However, FTMO has one advantage here as well. The funding process can potentially be much faster if you're able to pass the challenge quickly. This brings us to the second category, drawdown rules. Every funding program needs risk controls. The question is how strict those controls are. FTMO is known for having clear and strict drawdown limits. For example, traders must stay within maximum daily loss limits and overall maximum loss limits. Violating those rules means failing the challenge or losing the funded account. Many traders actually find the daily drawdown rule to be the hardest part. You can have a profitable strategy and still fail because of a bad trading day. Axi Select uses a different philosophy. Instead of focusing heavily on daily limits, the program emphasizes long-term consistency and risk management. One of the most important rules is avoiding excessive account drawdown. If your account exceeds the allowed loss threshold, you're not necessarily removed forever. Depending on the situation, the account may enter a quarantine period before becoming eligible again. This structure can feel less stressful for traders who dislike the pressure of daily drawdown restrictions. That said, both programs still require discipline. No funding model can save a trader with poor risk management. Now, let's move on to profit sharing. After all, this is the reason most traders join funding programs in the first place. FTMO offers one of the most well-known profit split structures in the industry. Most funded traders receive up to 80% of their profits, with some scaling plans offering even higher percentages. The model is straightforward. You generate profits. FTMO takes a portion, you keep the rest. Axi Select approaches profit sharing through a progression system. As traders advance through different stages, their profit share gradually increases. Depending on the level achieved, traders may receive profit splits that eventually reach up to 90%. This creates a strong incentive for long-term consistency. Rather than rewarding a single successful challenge, the system rewards traders who continue performing well over time. So which one is better? If your goal is immediate access to a high profit split, FTMO is extremely competitive. But if you're willing to grow gradually and unlock better conditions over time, Axi Select becomes very attractive. Now let's discuss perhaps the most important category of all, funding scalability. This is where things get really interesting. FTMO offers a scaling plan that allows traders to increase their account size if they consistently meet performance objectives. Many traders have successfully grown their funded accounts through this process. However, scaling is still tied to maintaining the funded account and meeting ongoing requirements. Axi Select was specifically designed around progressive capital growth. As traders move through different stages, available funding increases significantly. The program roadmap ultimately allows traders to manage up to $1 million in capital. What's unique is that the journey is based on performance history and edge score development rather than repeatedly purchasing larger challenges. In other words, the focus is on building a long-term trading track record. For traders who enjoy gradual growth and long-term career development, this model can be very appealing. So let's summarize everything. When it comes to challenge fees, Axi Select wins because there are no challenge purchases required. When it comes to strict drawdown controls, FTMO is more structured, while Axi Select may feel more flexible. For profit sharing, both are competitive, although Axi Select can reach up to 90% at higher stages, and for funding scalability, both offer growth opportunities. But Axi Select places a stronger emphasis on long-term progression toward larger capital allocations. Ultimately, there is no universal winner. The better choice depends on your personality as a trader. If you like clear objectives, fast evaluations, and immediate access to funding opportunities, FTMO may be the better fit. If you prefer building a long-term track record, avoiding challenge fees, and growing through consistent performance, Axi Select may be worth considering. At the end of the day, neither program can replace good trading skills. The real edge isn't the funding company. It's the trader behind the screen. If you found this comparison helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments. Would you choose FTMO or Axi Select? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.